Hi lovelies, you're welcome back. We are going to be making this beautiful dress with this heart shape at the back. So if this is something you're interested in learning how to make, please just keep watching this video to the end. As you see, this video will be two in one. We'll be doing the backs in fed. I'll be teaching you how to cut the backs in fed and also the heart design on this dress. Thank you guys. So we are going to be starting with drafting the pattern for this particular dress. As you guys know, we are going to be drafting body back pattern. This is a pattern illustration. So we'll start by drawing a line at the top of our pattern paper, and we'll go ahead and take our zipper allowance. So I'm taking the zipper allowance of 1 inch. So I'm going to be marking that 1 inch throughout the whole pattern paper to the full length of the pattern paper, and I will then use my ruler and draw out the line so that it can be more visible for you to see. So this particular line I'm drawing out right now is the zipper allowance. So that part to be our zipper allowance. So from that line, we'll start to take our measurement. So we'll go ahead and insert our shoulder measurement at that shoulder line that we gave earlier. Then we'll place our tape again and get our neck width. Then we'll go ahead and take our neck depth of 1.05 inches. This is the back pattern of this dress that I'm cutting. So guys, I have a full tutorial of this type of dress on my channel. So at that shoulder part, we'll be going down by 1 inch. I will go ahead and connect it to our neckline. Then we'll go ahead and place our tape like this to get our upper chest measurement. So this is just like a basic bodice that we are trying to draw out here. So once you are done getting your upper chest line, go ahead and insert your bust circumference. Then you just be connecting it at that line like this. Remember, our back armhole is not deep like that of the front, so you just go ahead and connect it. So place our tape at the shoulder line to get our under bust. So we are going to be needing the under bust, guys. So go ahead, get your under bust, get your waist line, and also your hip line. So we are going to be making use of these three lines that you saw me putting here. So I'll just go ahead and draw it out so that it will be more visible for you guys to see. So once I'm done drawing these lines, I'll go ahead and label it so that you will know the lines. So this one is our under bust, which is your UB. The other line is the waistline, and this one is the hip line. Then I'll just go ahead and write C at that chest line. So now guys, now for this pattern illustration, you can go ahead and insert your darts. So I'll just be inserting my dart, quite all right. I'll just go ahead and insert my darts on that waistline. So this is just pattern illustration. You can decide not to add that on this dress, fine, but I'll just add my darts there. So for you to get your dart, you just go ahead and mark your bust span measurement. So since I've already insert my chest line, I'll be putting my bust measurement, my waist measurement at the waistline. So that is what I did. So guys, I decided to just draw out the dart completely for this particular dress. So I said to mark the dart intake. That is my bust span. I marked it on the waistline, on the chest line, and at the hip line. So at that waistline, I'll be taking 1/2 inch at both sides for my dart. So I'll just go ahead and take 1/2 inch at both sides for my darts, and I'll connect it like this. If you notice, I didn't connect it exactly at the chest line and at the hip line. I came up a little for the hip line and I came down from the chest line. So that is our dart. So just go ahead and replace that your dart intake at that your waistline, since you have inserted your waist measurement already. So at the hip line, so that is at the hip line, you go ahead and insert your hip measurement as well on that hip line. So I'll now go ahead and connect all the dots together. Just watch at what I'm doing. I'll connect the dots together. So you have to draft out your basic bodies before you can draft your heart effect. That is the love effect on this dress, and also the back waist. So once I was done doing that, now from that hip line, I'll be placing my tape there like this to have my extension for the back effect. So I marked 10 inches for the extension. It still depends on what you are working with. So from that hip line, if you notice the back does not start exactly on the hip. So I'll be coming down around 2 inches. But if you want yours to start from the hip, it's totally fine. You can just start it from the hip and you connect it to that your extension. So that is what I'm doing. Just go ahead and connect it to that my extension like this. So this is for our backs effect for the down part. So guys, I'll go ahead and cut this out so that I can be able to work on the upper part. So I'll just go ahead and use my scissors and I'll be cutting this out so you guys can see what it looks like. So this is what it's looking like right now. So guys, remember that this particular dress have a joining at the waist part. So I'll just go ahead at that waist part. Let me just label it again so that you know that that is our waistline. At that waistline, I'll go ahead and split it. I'll go ahead and open it up so that the down part can be separated from the upper part. Remember, this dress have a joining at the waist part. So if you see now, this part is for the backs effect, while this one is for the upper part. So guys, for us to get our heart effect, that is just what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get our heart effect. You'll be coming down from that neck point by 2 inches or 2.05 inches depending on how wide you want that part to be. So from that neck part, I came down by 2 inches. So from the so now this is the under bust line. So from this under bust line, you can I'll be going up by 2 inches. But this also totally depend on how opened you want your back to be like. So mine, I want it to be up by 2 inches from the under bust. So I'll just go ahead and measure it out for you guys to see. So that is it. So that is what I'm working with. So now I'll be using my pencil. So I'll be using my pencil. I'll go ahead and measure this. So I'm having 7.05 inches. So I'll go ahead and get the midpoint. So on that midpoint, I'll be marking my bust span measurement like this, as you can see. So that will be a guide for my sweetheart. So guys, I'll just use my pencil and make a sketch at that point like this. I'll just, guys, I'm not a good, like, I can't draw. I just can't draw, sha, but I'll just use my pencil to make a sketch on the back part. So that is just what I'll do. So I'm just this is just a freehand. Just try as much as you can to draw a heart design at that part. Just watch at how I'm doing it. After I use my pencil, I'll be using my marker to blend it out. So guys, if you are like me and you can't draw, I will advise that you get a separate paper and you draw this on. After drawing it, you now transfer it to this one. Like, see what I'm going to do. So this is what I'm having here. I'm still doubting my drawing, so I just have to let me use this separate paper to show you what you can do. So on this, you go ahead and measure the wideness of the back opening. So you go ahead and place it there. So you'll be coming down by 2 inches and then you mark the wideness. So since I have 7.05 inches, so at that midpoint I also insert my bust span measurement there. That is my nipple to nipple. Then from there I'll just make a curve like this as you see me doing. I'll just go ahead and make a curve like I'll just be drawing it like this with my free hand. I think this shape is much better than the first one that I draw, seriously. So this one is looking more beautiful and nice. So you can see I'm just using my marker to draw the line. So you can do this. You can go ahead and draw it on a separate paper, cut it out, and you look at what it looks like before you transfer it to your main fabric, to your main paper that you're using, or to your fabric that you want to cut. So this is what it's looking like. Guys, can you see this? Wow. This heart is looking so sweet. Like, wow. It came out beautiful. So guys, now I'll be showing you what to do. And make sure that while cutting this heart, your paper is on fold. Please, I forgot to tell you that. So you can just go ahead and place this on that point that you mark and trace it out like this, as you see me doing. Trace it out like that. So guys, I'll just go ahead and use my marker to make that this line that I draw before on this pattern paper visible for you to see. I think I will be managing this one. Yes, I'll be managing this one. Just go ahead and do it like this, as you can see. So guys, before cutting this, you can go ahead and add allowance, like your stitching allowance, what you use and be turning that part over. You can go ahead and add it, or if you do not add it, but while cutting on your fabric, please do not forget to add your stitching allowance to it. If you are done cutting it, do not forget to add your stitching allowance to it. So guys, I'm just cutting out the sweethearts. So I'll be showing you guys what it looks like. Okay. Um so this is what this one is looking like. I think I prefer the first one. Yes. I prefer the first one, but this one is looking more bigger and it's also nice. It's also hot. At least if you see it, you know that it's hot. So this is the box effect for this particular dress, as you can see. So guys, we're able to watch this video to this moment. Thank you so much, and I hope you learned something new from it. And please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.